Hello and welcome to another session of Mindful Data Mine. This session is in continuation with our previous session related to subsetting in SAS. In this session, we will be discussing about vertical subsetting using drop statement. So in SAS, whenever we need to delete few variables or column from a data set, then we can use drop statement. So without wasting further time, let's begin with the hands-on. So for that, first of all, I'll create a new data set named D1 and I'll use SAS help.cars and I'll run this data step to generate D1. Now in D1 we have 15 columns or variables from make to length. Now suppose we have a requirement that we need to drop only two columns from the data set SAS help.cars and the columns are make and model. Okay, so at this particular moment we do not want to use keep because my requirement is only to drop two columns. Okay, and we need to keep 13 columns. So if I use keep, I need to write name of 13 columns, or the second way is use type double dash and the last column, that is length. Okay, but here the requirement is only to drop two columns. Then we can simply use drop statement followed by the variable or column name, that is make and model. So when we use it like this, and if I'll run the two data sets in T2, I should get 13 columns ranging from type till length. Okay, now we will be using the same strategy which we have followed for keep statement, assuming that we have a requirement that we need to drop all the variables which start with the letter M. So we can do it like this. We just need to write drop M then colon. Okay, now if I'll run this, all the variable name which start with M, for example make, model, will be dropped. So there are 5 variable name which start with M. All those columns or variables has been dropped from this D3 dataset. Now let's assume that I have another requirement that I need to drop all the character variable from the dataset. Then for this I can write drop CHARACTER underscore character underscore. Okay, and I'll make it D4A. Now if I'll run this, I'll get all the numeric variables. Okay, and similar to this, if we have a requirement that we need to drop all the numeric variables, then we can simply use numeric here. Now when I'll run this, I should get only 5 columns, that is make, model, type, origin, drivetrain. Moving further, then similar to what we have used in keep, so let's assume that I have a requirement where I need to drop few columns between make and origin. Then in that case I can simply use make double dash origin. This will delete all the columns starting from make till origin. So whatever after origin we have, we get all those columns in D5. So we have drivetrain, MSRP, invoice, engine size, cylinder, horsepower, MPG underscore city, MPG underscore highway, weight, wheelbase, length. Okay, and if I want to use single dash, for that I'll again create a new dataset, dset, and I'll use SAS help.appliance for this. And let's assume that we need to drop between units underscore 1 to units underscore 5. Okay, and if I need to run it, then I should get all the variables which are not from unit 1 to unit 5, that is unit 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 up to 24 along with cycle. So similar to keep statement, if we want, we can also use drop as a dataset option. So for this, we will use again SAS help.cars. Okay, and if we want to drop, let's say, make and model, we can simply put it here with an equal to sign, and this will drop make and model from our dataset D7. Now if you see, we are getting 13 columns from type to length, and make and model has been dropped in the new dataset. Now let's assume that again we have the requirement where we need to create a new column, that is new underscore col, that we have created in our previous session as well. Okay, and here also we are multiplying MSRP with 10. Okay, and in the final result, we only need make and model, sorry, make a new column, and we want to drop all the other columns. What we can do is we can simply write drop here followed by model till length, because my new column by default will be in the end, so I'm dropping everything from model till length. Okay, and when I'll run it, I should get only two columns, make and new column. And similar to this, if we have a requirement where we need to create two different data sets, D9 and D10, and in D9 we need to drop everything between model to length, and here in D10 we have a requirement that we need new column and we need to drop all the character variables. Then in that case I'll write underscore char underscore character underscore. Okay, and since I need to drop new call as well, so I'll write new call here. Now when I'll run it, I should get two dataset D9 and D10. In D9 we should get all the variable dropped between model and length, and in D10 we should get all the character variables removed along with new call. So this is D9, and for D10 we have all the numeric variables and new call has been removed. So in this way we can use drop statement for vertical subsetting in SAS. I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.